Now to a follow-up on the Ceresco officer who was killed in the line of duty. Tonight we're learning more about everything Ross Bartlett did for his community. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson spoke with one of his friends. She joins us live now in Ceresco where Bartlett served. Mackenzie?
Yeah, that's right, Megan. The weather's just now starting to hit. I'm here in front of the Ceresco Fire and Rescue Department. Earlier today, they had a rig outside of the department that had Ross Bartlett's gear hung up on it. And the display was to honor a man who served the Ceresco community in many different ways. Ross Bartlett served at least 6 different law enforcement agencies before coming to Ceresco in 2017. He filled many roles since settling in the village. Not only was he an officer in the police department, but he also worked as a criminal investigator with the Nebraska Department of Correctional Services. But 2 jobs just wasn't enough for Bartlett, so he joined Ceresco Fire and Rescue. That's how he met his friend Ken Johnson in 2018. Johnson says it's been difficult for him to cope after Friday night when Bartlett was killed in a crash on Highway 77.
I knew he worked on Fridays, and I was out to dinner with some friends. And I got the call across my phone. And it was just the minute I knew, got the call, it can't be. It's like, and then you get those what ifs. What if I would have been closer? What if I would have been there? And then you just get those thoughts, what if I could have been there, kind of thing.
On Saturday, Ceresco Fire and Rescue grieved the loss of one of its own as Bartlett's body was brought in a procession to Lincoln. And on Monday, a rig in his honor is out on display with his gear. Bartlett served as a captain, training officer, firefighter, and EMT with the department. Johnson says he was a guy everyone could go to for help.
He was into training, making sure everybody was safe. He was pretty knowledgeable with a lot of stuff with the fire department. He'd been on several other departments, so if you wanted to learn anything with the fire department, anything with trucks, he was the guy to go to.
Johnson says some of his favorite memories of Bartlett were when they would go to fire school together every year. He says Bartlett was straightforward, but always funny, and there will be a big hole in the community of Ceresco. Johnson says Bartlett gave 100% to every role he took on.
He was all about every job he did with the fire department, with, the Department of Corrections, the police department, anything.
And the rig is just a small part of how the fire department plans to keep his memory alive. Tonight, they held another meeting to discuss how they're going to honor him moving forward. We'll be keeping you up to date on this story throughout the week. Reporting in Ceresco, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.